I'm having a very intellectual debate right now with Daniel. I wanted to post on my Tumblr, but I really was not in the mood to type out every tiny detail that occurred tonight at the Harry Potter premiere. So I decided that I would just do a vlog about it because it's 100 times simpler and much more faster, and I think it's a lot more interesting. So, um, I'm in San Antonio visiting my family, and it just so happens that we're here about the same time every year, so I've seen just about every other Harry Potter premiere here. And we weren't sure that we were going to come until about 7 o'clock this evening, and looked forever everywhere across this entire city, this really big city actually, to try and find a showing at midnight. And the only showings we could find that were close enough were showings that were happening at 3 a.m., 3 o'clock in the morning. So I was getting really nervous that we weren't going to get to see a premiere. Because, I mean, come on, it's a premiere. Premieres are experiences in themselves, you know? It's not just going to see a movie. It's talking with people in the line, meeting new friends, you know, cheering before the movie starts and clapping at the famous kisses that you know are going to happen, and you know, all of the outrageous things that happen. That's the entire experience of the premiere. So you can't just assume that it's going to be the same when you go the next day and no one's dressed up and it's in the middle of the afternoon, and it's just kind of an entire, it's like being in a room full of friends. It really is, and it's a lot better like that. But anyway, we got to the theater, and it turns out we didn't get to go until about 10 o'clock because my cousin had to work, and she didn't get out until then. And we got there, and I thought that there was this line that was going outside, and it was literally down the street, like super, super long. And I thought we were going to have to get at the end of it. Well, I go inside, and turns out our tickets that we got online were actually on a theater that was on the right side. And so we walk in, and we're right outside the door. It's like just like that. And 15 minutes of waiting, we're right inside. So, you know, just talking to my cousin, sitting down, meeting people. The movie starts and no one claps, so I think this is going to be a pretty dull crowd. I was completely wrong. I ended up doing a lot of things that I would not normally do, but, you know, it's a premiere. I didn't get to dress up, and I didn't get to bring my wand, but it was still really fun, and I'm really glad I got to go. It was amazing. And, spoiler alert. I feel stupid for saying that. There was the point towards the end of the movie when Molly actually is supposed to call Bellatrix a bitch, because Bellatrix is about to kill her only daughter, and you just don't let that happen without saying some kind of profane language. You just can't. So we all were really scared that it was going to be cut out of the movie, so she said it, and immediately everyone burst into applause. Like, it was amazing. It was the best moment of the movie. And I just don't understand. After the movie, you know, you can hear people complaining about the people that were clapping and getting excited, and I started the clap when Ron and Hermione kissed. Totally started that. That was me. But you hear people complaining, and come on, guys. I mean, you're going to a Harry Potter premiere. Do you not understand the mindset of a Harry Potter fan by now? It's the very last movie. You're going to a midnight premiere where a bunch of crazies who are wearing robes and carrying wands and shouting spells that don't exist are going to be sitting in there with you. They are anxious. They've been waiting for 5 hours to get in to see this movie. And before that, they've been waiting like 20 years. So how can you not expect them to get excited when things happen, when it's the very last movie? It's the very last chance they're ever going to get into a theater and be that loud and that crazy and have that much fun watching a fucking movie. I mean, come on, like, I think that's really, really ignorant of you to go into a theater and complain that that happens. If you want to see a normal movie any other day, go the next day when everyone's there wearing regular clothes and eating popcorn, you know? So, whatever, you know? It just ticked me off. Oh my god, I blubbered like a baby when Snape died. Oh my god. I was like, it wasn't even like 1 or 2 tears. It was like mascara everywhere, and like, I look like a monster. It's crazy, but It was really great. It was so well done. Oh my god, like brilliant, brilliant acting. Like I cried. There's a line when Harry tells Hermione and Ron that he's about to go to the forest to die. And Hermione says, "I'll go with you," and she's crying. She gets all choked up when she says it. That line made me cry just as hard as when Snape died. Like that was it was so perfect. It was perfect. This is the best movie by far. The only one that could top it is maybe Dumbledore in 6, but this movie totally met my expectation. It was wonderful. It was so wonderful. They did the epilogue scene at the end, which was good. You know, it was a nice ending. It wasn't too cheesy. It played out really well. Anyway, nothing but good things to say about the movie. Yeah, this is the last time I'll ever get to say this because no one is ever gonna want to have a Harry Potter debate with me ever again because the series is over. But I knew, for the record, and all of my friends know this, and my sister knows this too. For the record, I knew that Snape loved Lily ever since Prisoner of Azkaban the book came out. Ever since then, I was convinced. And everyone thought I was crazy, and everyone thought that I was like losing my mind and I was too deep in the fandom. No one believed me, and I knew Snape was good the entire time. There's a scene, or there's a quote in the second book when Ron and Harry get back from crashing into the Whomping Willow, and Snape is not at the feast. I guess it's not a quote, it's something that she wrote. He's not at the feast, and he ends up being the one that finds them, and it's because Snape this entire time is trying to protect Harry. So he knows that the Chamber of Secrets has been opened, he knows that all of this terrible stuff is going to happen, and he sees that Harry's not there. Of course he's going to get up and look for him. He's supposed to be taking care of him. Like, come on, people. How could you not guess? You're Harry Potter fans, you know? I'm sure most of you knew. I'm sure. I'm gonna keep that faith, that little piece. Anyway, I just wanted to, have my little rant. This is my Tumblr, so I can do what I want. But yeah, it was a really good night. Excellent night. Watch it. I did.